Hey everyone, welcome to another One Piece chapter review. Just like the bombings in Palestine, we ain't stopping until every last citizen is dead. The chapter begins with Kizaru arriving on behalf of the world government because Vegapunk is hiding Kuma. As a consequence for harboring a 296 million berry fugitive, Saturn makes 3 additional requirements if you want to be a part of the clone program. Number 1. Ace beat a warlord a few days ago, so he has to take their place. Number 2, he has to become a human weapon for the Navy. Number 3, because they don't want him linking up with the Revolutionary Army again, they're going to take away all individuality from him. Vegapunk is pissed because he knows that erasing his individuality is basically the same as killing Kuma. Saturn basically answered his questions by saying that he doesn't have to help and that those are his final requirements. However, Kuma states that he'll accept any fate where Bonnie is cured. I don't know if the extreme chest pains I'm having are from how heart-touching this scene is, or if it's the fistfuls of Oxycontin I've been taking every night to cope with my insomnia. We find out Bonnie's Sapphire Scales treatment will take a total of 1.5 years, but Kuma's modifications will take a minimum of 2 years, meaning Saturn doesn't believe that Kuma will stay obedient once Bonnie is cured. So, when her treatment is complete, the government will take custody of her and she will be free once they erase his individuality. Kuma accepts this, but requests Bonnie doesn't learn about her illness or that she's a hostage. Saturn agrees, and we cut to a compilation of Vegapunk, Sentomaru, Bonnie, Kuma, and Kizaru. Vegapunk cures Bonnie's Sapphire Scales while simultaneously turning Kuma into a weapon. They head back to Sorbet. Bonnie should be healed in about a year, so Kuma leaves her with an old lady. He says his goodbyes to Bonnie, promising that he'll come back after at least a year, but he knows he can't keep his promise, so he just says that he was happy she was born. We cut to a compilation of some key figures seeing Kuma become a warlord of the sea. Later, he writes a letter to Bonnie and he's actually headed towards Luffy's hometown because of the orders he was given. To be continued. Well, the chapter is sadly over and I'm forced to go back to living in the constant hell I call my life. My boss fired me from my job a couple weeks ago and my heater broke just as winter is starting. I've been freezing my ass off every night for a week. Last night I finally had enough. I put my shotgun against my chin and dared myself to pull the trigger. Right as I was about to escape the agony I've been facing for so many years, my apartment got raided by a SWAT team. They trashed my apartment, destroyed my belongings, and beat my ass for having a weapon out. After talking with the police and people I know, I found out that they were meant to go to an apartment next to mine. How could a mistake like this possibly ever happen? God, please stop. I'm not one of your strongest soldiers.